About 45 communities across the country are offering incentives to remote workers to basically come to their town. This really started before the pandemic started, but it's really taken off.
I was living in San Francisco, and while it's a beautiful place and I love it, I thought if I find a less expensive place to live, then I can do more things like travel. And I stumbled across an article about the Tulsa Remote program. The program would pay you $10,000. They asked you to commit to live there for a year. They would connect you to a community of people, give you co-working space. I applied. I have been here ever since. I was living in a one-bedroom apartment in San Francisco. Now I'm in a two-bedroom, two-bath in downtown Tulsa.
I will be moving to West Lafayette, Indiana. The Bay Area is a pretty expensive place to live, and realized that I could do what I'm doing from anywhere. The Purdue program was interesting to me, the idea of being right there on campus with access to their libraries and their faculty.
Since the pandemic started, the number of cities and communities, states doing this has really increased sharply. So maybe there was a handful before the pandemic, and now that's at least 45.
We conducted a national survey of remote workers that became remote during the pandemic and found that 29% of them are planning to make a move in the next 18 months. This is a brand new market. Lots of communities are starting to get wise that this is an opportunity for them to grow their communities, and so they're adding this to their economic development playbook.
We are struggling to find those members of our community that can fill the jobs we have or work remotely, and in the same breath bring some new blood and energy to our section of the state, and really changing the way that rural America and rural Indiana looks at talent attraction and recruiting.
These incentives, these offers are really trying to flip the traditional narrative of economic development, which is traditionally towns falling over each other and cities to draw companies. A lot of, especially smaller towns, are saying, hey, let me draw the workers, the people who come and spend money and pay taxes and form a potential skilled workforce that can then draw companies.
We think that, in the next few years, there's going to be hundreds more communities that add these programs to their repertoire.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, check out these other videos from USA Today to stay up to date with all the latest news.